Hello everyone, my name is Monica. So this video, I'm going to make book report video, and this is my first time to make this video. And I choose book from Sandy Hall. It called A Little Something Different, and it has 243 page. This is kind of fiction novel and romance and comedy. First of all, why I choose this book because I really like something that relatable with romance, comedy, or history. And every time I want to read something, especially novel, I would choose three genre. And I think a little something different is acceptable for me to read. And besides that, actually, I found this book randomly on YouTube video review. And at that time, I feel so boring and I want to read something to fill my free time. And I finally watched some video book review. And I like to try this book because when I see the cover is so cute. Look at this. And the other reason why I choose this book because it's not kind of hard novel to read, and it is quite simple. The case in this story is not very hard to understand. You can read this while you do something else. And the page of this book also not many. You can read faster in one time, and it does not take many time to read. And this book has different and unique story that you cannot find in other book. This book has 14 point of view that makes this book very interesting to read. Even though it's kind of simple story, but the story is also good and make the audience not bored to read. And I think as the college student, I would like to recommend this book to my other friend, and then they can read something that they can enjoy. And for the characters and the plot, this is this book has 14 point of view, 14 different point of view, and this story is about Leah and Gabe. When Leah and Gabe bump into each other at the beginning of the semester, their chemistry is obvious to everyone around them. The large cast of narrators all have one thing in common. They believe that Gabe and Leah should get together. And Sandy Hall creates a wonderful support network for the two characters, even if they are all a little bit hopeless in their matchmaking capabilities. And there is the masterminding of Ina, the creative writing teacher who only picked out of a couple students from her class to root for. Who cannot believe her luck when these two stumble into her love story, waving hands, sharing her hopes for the would-be couple with her wife Pam. Inga is hilarious and flaky teacher who tries a little too hard to be cool. And there is a feeling come into from of classmates Victor and Hillary, who could not give less of a damn about the idiotic drama of Leia and Kate. Victor would rather be anywhere else, and Hillary is a little too short-sighted to notice that Kate is not interested in her. Their lack of empathy for the situation is brilliant twist of dark humor in an otherwise sticky sweet story. They make an excellent contrast to the over-info, well, it's an extended interference of Leia and Kate's best friend. And the Gabe is sweet protagonist characters, fairly nerdy and prone to tripping over his own large feet when they are not firmly exchanged in his mouth, and Leah's attempt to fill in awkward silence without abandoning her safety, not are like with relatable and charming. You root for them both in their shy stumble towards romance, even when you want to shake them both until they simply talk to each other. And my opinion about this book, actually this ebook, uh, I think it's kind of interesting novel to read because um, Leah and Git is not actually we're talking about how they feel about each other, but really just got to see how other people around them saw them and observing them. It is like you watch a TV couple that you don't know what they are thinking. You still ship them, and it was like how a couple in TV show would be represented, but reading it through a book. However, this book is not fully of romance. It has hilarious moments, which the most of readers might like that. And we can crying, laughing simply because of the conversation and little bits. The bench and squealer perspective being presented made it extremely hard not to be amused or laugh. And what else? Oh, the best of this book, the best about this book. I like the part of this book when Sandy Hall put the many point of view. We can see what everyone else thinking about, what the character feels, and we don't the main character's feeling right away. We don't know, but we have to find out what really happened from the other character's perspective. And Sandy Hall can bring a unique story that cannot be found easily in other books. The story is simple, but we also need to be able to analyze what really happened from the perspective of the various characters. This is the thing I like, which is something that is not depicted directly, but requires a puzzle to solve. And another thing that I like about this book is because it describes college life, which is very relevant for me today. You can test sweet and funny things from the other side of campus. Even though in reality life on campus it's not as sweet as it described, but this book is quite entertaining. I really like the most of this book. Although this book is not included or in the list of books that I like the most, but this book gives an interesting impression in my heart. And what I don't like about this book is something in excess is not good. The story is very sweet, but sometimes the depiction of Sandy Hall is too much and some seems unreasonable. But when associated with real life, Sandy Hall also sometimes forgets the existence of the main characters because is it too often depicted with many point of view. There are some that are boring because the description are too long. In my opinion, even though Sandy Hall is trying to present something that many people can understand, it actually seems too convoluted and difficult to understand. Yes, but I really recommend that this book for everyone who wants to try to read. I recommend this book to my friend because as the college student, we can relate what on this book. This book set in college, and I think my friends will enjoy. The story is also simple with the interest with the interest characters, and every characters have strong role and different, which is it makes more color in the story. Even though the cases are simple, but we must find something to solve the problem. We don't get easily what happened with the story. We must find a piece of puzzle from another point of view in the story, and this make the story more interesting. So I think that's my book report or book review about a little something different. And yes, I would recommend this book for you guys. And I think enough. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.